Hi everyone, my name is Dana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing an unboxing for the Petbank Pet Tooth Cleaner. This is another thing I have recently ordered that I'm very interested about and I would like to try for myself. I've used a tooth cleaner once before. I never got the name of the brand, but after seeing how they work, I'm quite impressed. Hold on, I'm gonna fill up my fish tank that's next to us. It looks like it's a little low, so if you hear water in the background, that's why. Like I said, tooth cleaner unboxing, product review. So I'm going to do this unboxing. My dogs are behind me, I just fed them. And then afterwards, I'll try this either with Gunner or Ammo, I think. Actually, I might try it with Buddy. And Buddy's the one who I really got this for. I've tried brushing his teeth with my regular toothbrush that I have for dogs. I've tried the finger toothbrush. I've tried the Plaque off, which I will say has worked, but it takes a while. You know, when they have that much plaque, it takes a while for it to come off. And he doesn't chew on things like Gunner and Ammo do. Whereas Gunner and Ammo, they might have a little bit right here, but I can brush it off very easily with the toothbrush. But from what I've talked to with my groomer friends and other dog people, this also works very well. And like I said, I mainly got it for Buddy. Now, if you just daily maintain your dog's teeth, you probably won't have to get this. But if you're new to my channel, I got Buddy when he was 7 years old because his owner had passed away. And before that, his owner was in and out of the hospital for a couple of years. So because of that, obviously, it's not like the owner could be doing all the things needed and necessary all the time. Anyways, with that, I am very excited to see how this goes. I hope that it's already charged when I get it, but if not, then I'll just record this half, and then when it is charged, we'll do the second half. Alright, here's the instructions. Here's just 2 toothbrushes. I already have some of those. It looks like this is how you change out the different things. These look like different tips. Or actually, no, they look like multiple of the same tip. This is another finger toothbrush cleaner. I'm pretty sure I mentioned I've tried this before. The one that I have is a lot, like the bristles are a lot more sturdy. This one's very, it's nice to the touch. Charger. Don't know what this is. Ooh, and then a nice little baggie for it. Now I like this because that's one thing with my Dremel. It only came with the box, so it'd be nice if it's a lot easier. Like literally, I have Dremel bits behind you on my TV stand. So oh snap! This has like the whole dentist thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I haven't used these before, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff before. Well, these tweezers will be nice because Ammo, I let her chew on sticks because she doesn't eat them, but every now and then she'll get a stick wedged in between her teeth, and right away she comes to me to save her, which is good. And I know because she's going, I'm like, okay, there's something in her teeth, then I have to pick it out, but this tweezer would make it a lot easier, or any of these picks, honestly. This one looks very sharp, so obviously I don't want to do anything crazy. And I don't even know what this one is. My best guess would be a tongue scraper. We'll see if it shows in here what it's for and its designated use. Okay, number 12. I was right, it's a tongue scraper. I'm so good at this. I actually should have been a dentist. Anyways, let's unbox the thing. Okay, this looks very high quality, actually. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like I have to charge it. But there's a flashlight and then this pick right here. And yeah, this will be good because I can see what I'm doing very easily then, especially the back teeth. That is where I struggle. And this will be very good for Gunner because he's had one tooth pulled because it was snapped in half. It was like the back big tooth. I forget the name of it. I'm not good with names. But they also, I feel like they also filed down a lot of his teeth when that happened to prevent it, like other ones from breaking. And I feel like they did the same thing with Ammo. Like all of her teeth got filed down and rounded a little bit when she had to have her puppy teeth that she retained pulled out. However, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I could have asked, but honestly, I trust my vet, and this is just my observation. Like, it's not very noticeable, but because of Gunner's back teeth, and it could be just from him chewing so much. He's like a horse, and how horses, towards the end of their life, like a lot of reasons why wild horses die is because they just don't have teeth anymore or something like that. That could be Gunner, no. But my reasoning is I want to do a lot of their dental care at home, obviously for their happiness and their health, but also because Buddy's 9 and Gunner's 10, so I really need to be mindful of when they are being put under, and if, you know, it's worth it if I can work around it, because even Gunner, I think the last time he was put under was when he was 8, to have his tooth removed. I think it was 7 or 8, and that hit him very hard. So now at 10 years old, I'm very apprehensive. Like, if he needed a surgery, I would really weigh my options and put his comfort first, even if it meant my comfort would be put second. But anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna charge this bad boy, and then we will put it to use. Let me see. Oh, I really like the charging port. Okay, well actually before you put it to use, this, I can tell you right now that this is very high quality, especially since I didn't buy anything too crazy expensive. At least starting off, you know, holding it in my hand, it doesn't feel like cheap plastic. It looks nice. It doesn't look like it's cheap. And obviously, you know, it wasn't cheap, but it was, there were more expensive options and there were cheaper options. I got something in the middle. I like that it has this bag where I can keep everything with it, so that's where these will go. These are obviously very high quality. Yeah, there's really not much to say about those. The one thing would be obviously the toothbrush. This one I think would be fine, but I don't think this one would be very effective for cleaning, but it might be good for like gum health. I'm by no means a dog dentist, so I don't know for sure, but I do my research. I know enough to be dangerous. And then it's so nice that it came with some replacements if something were to happen with the tool you need to replace. So obviously I want the tool in there, and then I like that it has a charging cord, and I have enough charging bricks where I'm not worried. It's always the charging bricks. I have a multitude of cords, but I don't have charging bricks. But I have enough. It's fine. But yeah, so offhand, my product reviews so far with it not being used, I have no complaints. I'm very happy with it. So now I have it plugged in and charging. I don't know if you can see it in the frame, but I was reading a little bit of the instructions, and it says that it'll flash red. I don't know if you can see it, but it's flashing red right now, so you know for sure it's plugged in and charging. I have some things that just let me guess if they're actually charging or not, and then I'll be really happy to see that maybe one of the things wasn't plugged in all the way and I wasted a bunch of hours waiting for something to charge that wasn't even charging. And then obviously once it's fully charged, it'll flash green. It does say in the instructions for the first use, wait until it is fully charged. And it did say in the instructions that they reduce the power intentionally for the shipping. And then it says to just fully charge for that 2 hours. I'm gonna see what else. To obviously only use on a dirty tooth. Don't use it where there is like nothing. So obviously yes. And basically you do up and down, side to side, and then do the boundary between the gum and tooth. And then for, what are these? Molars, for their molars. Well, I don't know if they're the same as like human molars, but I'm just comparing them to people stuff because that's what I know. I don't know the scientific names. They have canine teeth, I know that. But for the ones where they have like the, you know, seams almost, to do a plus, you know, go in between the seams, clean those. And that's pretty much it. It seems pretty simple. I'm not too nervous. And I'll just kind of try it on one of Buddy's teeth. I don't want to do this all on video when I test it in person because I really need to focus. If I'm gonna do it without the camera, and if I really need to focus, I'll probably just tell you how it went. I'll try to take before and after photos or something. But obviously, you know, brush your dog's teeth, use cleaning powder, something for their teeth. And it did help. Like I said, Buddy's teeth are a lot better than when I got him, but it's just, you know, I've had him for over a year now, much longer than a year. He's 9, I got him when he was 7. And it's still there. And I really pride myself on my dog's teeth care. And I feel like if the wrong person saw Buddy without knowing his backstory, it would represent me poorly. Even though I'm really trying my best to make it happen. Obviously, he could be put under and they could clean his teeth at the vet. But I spoke with the vet and they said that they can even tell his teeth are getting better each time they see him. And they are also with me when it comes to, you know, really be mindful of putting him under at his age, especially with him being a border collie. They're like, as long as they're not getting worse, we'll play it by ear. And I said, great. I agree wholeheartedly with that. But yeah, so also in the future, I'm hopefully going to have some powders for sale through my business. I'll keep you all notified. It'll be on my website. And all the stuff that I will sell is stuff and products that I trust as a dog owner and I use on my dogs. So, if that is something you're interested in, if you want to know for a fact how it works, what to do, I'll record videos on my business channel in the future. I don't have a business channel yet, but stay tuned. But yeah, so with that being said, that's this part of the video. If you want to see how it goes with an actual real life dog, I'll do that next. Alright, we have a rare Buddy sighting, but I'm going to talk about how it worked. I ended up not recording it because I really wanted to focus and I really didn't want to hurt him. I just did one tooth. I'm going to do that each day, do a different tooth. I did one of his front canines so it would be visible for pictures. And I can tell you, it did work, it did make a difference. And like, I was so confused because I thought it was going to be like this aggressive motion, but it like does what it's supposed to do when it's on the tooth, which is crazy. So don't poke it. I didn't poke it with my hand or anything, but I was like, all right, whatever. I put it at the lowest setting and it still worked, even though probably for Buddy it probably needed to be at the highest setting. Like I said, I'm just easing my dogs into everything right now. And he did so good, Buddy. You did so good, mister. I'm so proud of you. You did so well. But yeah, so I hope this maybe encourages you to try out some different stuff to take care of your dog's teeth because it is really important. I'm gonna put the pictures on the screen. I did one before, during, and after. It's not done, obviously. There's still stuff on there, but I just did a really quick, not even 5-minute cleaning. And I don't know if you can see the difference in the photos, but I could see the difference in person. I was able to get in between like the gum and where that big chunk of plaque is. And I know for a fact, as long as I keep on working at it, it will eventually loosen and go away, which is really all that matters. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!